taking a £10 golf bag and turning it into a £2,000 golf bag. The best bit is, once we finally get there, I'm going to give it away to one of you guys. There's obviously the driver, the one that I think is going to probably make us the most money. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Simon down here at Sanford Springs Golf Club. This is a new series, episode 1, building a £10 bag or turning a £10 bag into a £2,000 golf bag. The whole idea of this series is I show you what I look for, how I find it, all the way to posting it, selling it. Do I put it on eBay? Do I put it on Facebook? Pros, cons, downsides, fees, you name it. So, if you wanted to know how I started all of this, this is the series that you want to watch. And this is the listing, I'll show you it now. It's about 40 minutes from here, it's near Southampton. There's only one club in there that I like, and that's a Great Big Bertha. But I want to go through that entire bag. There might be some good stuff, there might be some bad stuff. And the idea is I can't spend any more than what I get for this bag. So £10, hopefully I get £30 for what is ever in that. I then use £30 to spend on a club, 2 clubs, another bag, split it up. Do I keep them? Is it good enough to be in the £2,000 bag? That is the idea of this series. If you like this series idea, please leave this video a like. Comment down below your thoughts. The rules, essentially, I've got to just use eBay, Facebook, and I can't ever go over budget. And I'll just show you exactly at the end of the episode or the start of the next one, exactly what we got for the previous episode. Time to go to Southampton and see what we picked up. Right, down here at Eastleigh, go meet Jason and pick up obviously this £10 golf bag, see exactly what there is, because there wasn't too much information in terms of the bag, which is understandable because it's just a job lot of golf clubs. Great Big Bertha, obviously going to be sold separate. Hopefully there might be one other club in there that we could probably sell separate with it. Otherwise they'll all just go, probably be a job lot on eBay, and see if we can get like 20, maybe £30 for them. But let's go meet Jason and see exactly what we got. There's obviously the driver, the one that I think is going to probably make us the most money. It's not in great shape. I'm going to show you better detail when we get home, and I'm going to go through all of these, see exactly what we're going to do. This is a typical bag that you see all the time on Facebook. Now normally I stay away from these because there's probably a lot more time than I would want to spend in terms of trying to sell, post and everything else. But it's a starting point, and I think £10 should be achievable for everyone to build their bag. So this is where we are. This is where we're going to start. I'm going to give it all a clean, brush them all down, and then we're going to start moving them into different lots on eBay and see exactly what they've got, and see if we can do a bit of research, see if we see any sold listings on recent clubs, give us an idea on what works and what doesn't. But there's the bag, here's the starting point. Nice little pencil bag, to be fair. It might be, I'll have to have a look. I might be able to sell that to someone for £5 on Facebook. That would be a bit of a win. Anyway, here's where we are at the moment, boys. Let's get home, let's give them a clean. And good morning, guys. It's the next day, and this is our pickup from yesterday. I'm going to go through each of them, obviously give them a clean up in a quick second. That's the main prize there. I'm quite interested to see what recently sold that has gone for on eBay at the moment. Great Big Bertha 2. And there's a few pickups here and there, but they're all quite old, they're all battered. But for £10 for the lot, what do you expect? But hopefully with a few tips and tricks, we can kind of double our money, hopefully triple our money. So then we've got a bit of a £30, potentially £40 budget to then obviously go on to the next flip, which would be quite interesting. The bag over here is actually in really good condition. I'm going to give it a quick magic sponge. But overall, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's old, but a pencil bag's a pencil bag. So hopefully someone will give me a £5 for it by the next episode. We'll see. Now there are 3 clubs here that won't be making it in. I'm just going to put those to one side and not actually sell them on. I just think they'll make, or they'll create the deal itself to look cheaper than what it actually is. There was another wood, but again, it's got a big dent in the top of it. And to be honest, I think that put people off buying the lot rather than actually having it as an extra in there. So there were 3 clubs I've actually kept out of this, and that is something to bear in mind. Not that a lot of you have probably got a job lot of clubs like this, but when I do the photos, clean them up, present them, put the title, it's the idea that they're worth a bit more than obviously what we initially paid for. A few wedges in the bottom here, again, it's all kind of separating them, and you'll see this later, and obviously 2 putters. Someone somewhere probably wants a putter for a £5 or a couple of quid. Therefore, that's pretty much paid for the lot. Again, there's some wedges, again, single. I quite like these irons at the back here. I think they go clean up quite nicely. There's a 4, 6 and an 8 there. And again, there's the matching wood for the one that is broken. So let me give them a clean up. Let me see exactly how good we can get them, and then start preparing them to obviously list on eBay. So all clubs have been cleaned. The Great Big Bertha drive, unfortunately, it just has too many scratches and nicks on the top there to really buff them out. But we gave it a clean anyway. It actually does look all right on the bottom and is all in all good working order. So there's no bag wear marks, for example, on the shaft, and the grip is half decent considering the age of the club. So what we're gonna do, check recently sold. Let's see what this club has actually been sold for. I don't think there's anything else in there that's really noteworthy. I'll show you the pictures. I'll just take another bag. So hopefully we're going to get £5 for that off FaceBay, or Facebook Marketplace I should say. I'll just have to wait over the next couple of days, and that'll obviously be in episode 2, but it'll be a bit of a result. If we get 5 for the bag, then the rest costs us £5, and hopefully, I'll look at the sold listings now, hopefully we can get £20 for this. So I've typed in Great Big Bertha 2 driver, and we need to find one that's, mind you, it doesn't actually look like there's much. There's one in the States, that is pretty much the one, that's exactly what we've got at. So there's one in the States going for $49.99, but that is what is currently being asked for. Whether, I mean, I'll be astounded if I can get £40 for what we have. Let's see sold listings, something similar. Someone sold the Great Big Bertha 2 head cover for a tenner, so that's a result. What about for the actual thing? Oh, here we go, £30. Is it in similar condition? This one looks similar condition. Is that the same shaft? Same shaft as this, but we haven't got a head cover, which lets us down a tiny bit. But someone has paid £30 for that. Golf clubs for cash, ladies, 12 degree, $39.95. It does look in very good condition though. Hardly, what even shaft have I got? Regular flex, perfect. Regular flex I've got in mine. So that's interesting. Okay, so I mean, I'm not expecting by any stretch of the imagination £40, but all I'm saying is easy to see how you can kind of build up a bit of a bag. There's only one club in here that hopefully is going to double our money, so I'm hoping to get at least £20 including postage. So I'll go through the postage stuff in a minute, but at the moment I'm hoping I'm going to put it on there for £15 starting bid. So hopefully if we get a bid that's already covered everything else, and then if we can get more than 20, that'll be an absolute bonus. But as I say, it's just an interesting time. I don't think you're going to be able to do this forever. Next year when everything picks up, supplies pick back up, I honestly don't think you're going to be able to sell this for £20, £30. But the fact there's just no cheap drivers out on the market, you will get something for these kind of clubs. So the clubs, so the job lot of clubs are now all set up for the photo, and I always do this. The first photo is the most important one because that's what will get people to actually click on the listing. The title will obviously help as well, but the stuff that I do find quite like desirable and people will be looking for will be these shiny irons at the front, the letter 3, because all 3 irons at the moment are doing quite well, and then wedges and putters to the side of it. So when people see the photo, they're the first things that I actually go see. I'll show you the photo that will be first up on the listing anyway, and obviously I'll show you the process of me actually posting it. Hopefully this goes without mentioning, but please, if you're watching this video and you find or come across one of these listings, don't bid. No, I try and want to keep this realistic as possible. Like if that job lot goes for £200, then I know someone, well firstly one of you's sick in the head, but secondly we'll know that obviously it's something's up. So please hold off buying these horrendous battered old golf clubs, which I can't imagine many of you are going to do. Right, regular driver, let's see what that comes up, because sometimes it does bring up other listings that are quite similar, which is good for eBay. I think it's right. I think it gives what's recently sold, so it gives people that might not know what they could get for their golf clubs. So we're going to go these. I highly recommend using as many photos as possible. I need to get rid of one that's similar, so let's get rid of the face is always important. Let's get rid of that one, and then we put the grip on the top there. Okay, that's then uploading. 7-day auction saying £15 starting. Has it got some? Oh, it has got. eBay's so clever, it's unreal. So we're actually going to start that at £15, and we're gonna, which I don't normally do auctions really. I'm going to put it to 3 days because I want this series to take off in terms of be a bit quicker. So 3 days, because then by the time I find another listing, I want them to be like a week in between each other, if that makes sense. So 3 days over the weekend, hopefully we can get some action on that, and then I'm going to do my own. So my delivery obviously is going to change from you guys depending on what delivery service you use. I use DX, I have a contract with them, so it actually costs me £6.20 for next day signed delivery. But then I do have to spend £50–60 a week every week. So even if I do no parcels, I have to spend that kind of money. So it's kind of pros and cons. Okay, second lot, golf job lot, which is what most people want to see. I'm then going to put Tony Penna irons, because I think it just looks better in the title. I'm then going to put wedges, because there are wedges there, they're quite old, putters, and fairway. Again, title, thumbnail, or the pictures, it all makes a difference in my eyes personally. It might not make a blinders bit of difference, but I always have found that in the past. And then when number one's going to go at the front, and then I pick the ones that I want to be firstly seen, and then I normally put the bits where like there might be a broken hosel or the grip might be torn. They normally go at the back. Obviously I want you to look through all the photos, but normally to get someone enticed, you want them to have a look at them and go, oh, I like the look of this, and then, oh, okay, fairway's not good, or the grip's not good, or whatever. So then you have to go through that process. Right, I've chosen the ones that I like the look of. I think, yeah, I like that. Done. Now obviously it's not going to give me a price for any of these. Oh, it's starting price. I'm going to go £9.99 to start, and then hope someone pulls the trigger. Oh, I need to change that actually. I need to go 3 days as well. This one might be a bit iffy. I don't know if anyone's going to potentially find. Hopefully, because it's the weekend, someone's going to pull the trigger on this. Large parcel, 48 hours, buyer pays £6.20. Done. So now if both of these sell, we're at £25, which I think is enough. Obviously started tenner, it means we've gone up 150%. Is that right? Maths. And I watch a lot of flipping videos, garage videos, everything else. If you're making 150% return, obviously it's quite a lot of work. I've cleaned all this. I've probably spent about 3 hours on this. So for 15 quid and 3 hours work, probably not great. But we start somewhere. I wanted to start at £10. It would have been too easy starting at £15. I could have built this bag in about 4 episodes from £50. It's just a case of waiting, whereas I want to start low and then take a bit of time. Obviously the bigger the deal, the harder it's going to be. So when I'm looking for that £500 bag to then put into 1,000, that's going to get tougher. When I'm looking for that £1,000 bag to do into 2,000, it's going to take a bit longer. But these small ones I think is interesting, because it means that if you're 16 years old, or you're 40, or you just want to have a bit of a hobby and the time how to flip golf clubs, this is how I do it. Okay, so here's both my listings. Starting bid £15 for that Great Big Bertha, and £9.99 for that job lot. I'll be ecstatic if the job lot gets £20 and the driver gets £20, and we've got £40 because obviously postage is already included. Take away fees, which for me is about 15% as a business account. We're going to look about £35 to play with, which would be exceptional. So if you like this series, leave it a like, subscribe if you are new, and I look forward to seeing and showing you the results of what happens in episode 2.